Yes, man.
Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commercial.
Yes, please, if you are joining us, this is the Comrade Show. Please share the broadcast. Let's share the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together, please. Yes, greetings to you all, everybody joining us at this time. Please, let's share the broadcast. Let's share the broadcast. This is the Comrade Show. We've got some matters of, important development to talk about, Greetings to you all. Yes, I see you, Henry Palacio. Greetings to you. Thanks for joining the broadcast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Please, let's share the broadcast. Let's share the broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. Greetings to you, Amostino. Yes, so it's good. It's good news. We are not going to be, dwell on not too good news. We're going to try to ensure that whenever there's good news, we equally come and share the good news. Let's share the broadcast so we can share this good news all across. Yes, my people, greetings to you all. Greetings to you all. This is the Comrade Show. Comrade Lamptey on the line. Let's keep sharing the broadcast. I'm sharing myself. I'm sharing to some groups that I belong to. Yes. Taiwo Kike, thank you so much for joining. Very good afternoon to you. I see you. Otatesi, Edo and there. Good afternoon to you. Yes, so Messi Arahuwa, thank you so much for joining. Gladys Araku. Yes, so Araku Aragui. Otatesi, thank you so much. A good afternoon to you. From wherever you are joining us from, morning, afternoon, evening to you, please keep sharing the broadcast. Madeleine Okunzuwa, thank you so much. Abs Edukbolo, my top fan, God bless you so much for joining. Patty Ebuwa, thank you so very much. Society Osas, greetings to you. Wahia Wesi, thank you so very much for joining the broadcast. It's the Comrade Show. Yes. Andrea Missin Bello, God bless you. Victor Omonesin, you are somebody, man. Thank you so much. Freddie Okwemusi, good afternoon to you. Osayemeri Edusa, Omoyemesi Edusoma, Elihos Talon, thank you so much. Baba KSG, are you still in this local government? Baba KSG, greetings to you, bro. Columbus Monday. I see you. Know what I will tell him, Columbus. Pretty Faith, thank you so much. KSG, I know you did the local government now. Thank you so much for joining. Collins Ogefa, thank you so much. I see you, Steve Martin. ¿Qué tal estás, amigo? I see you, my brother. Obewao. Eboloye Obazo, thank you so much for joining. Let's keep sharing the broadcast. We don't only come here and talk about matters that are not progressive. We come here sometimes to talk about some good news. Yes, so Cosby James, thank you very much. Kebo Daosa Uwesi, Maggie Joel, thank you so much. Good morning to you. Star Prince, thank you so very much. Philip Omoyman, thank you. Lolo Austin, Justus Odigie. Let's get some numbers together, my people. Please, and if you're joining me for the first time, if you are not yet following the Comrade Show, please just click the follow button so that you can be, getting, the news as they come. Yes. Shaibu Musa Wilson, I see you. Maggie Joel, thank you so much. Usagi Edoho Ereye, thank you. Thank you. Mobile Prince, thank you so much. My people, I'll just start. I'm not going to stay too long, on this one. But I thought I should, come and share this with us. Because, like we already established, okay, that we are going to follow up on the administration of Governor Godwin Obaseki. We are going to follow this administration very closely. Whatever is happening in this administration that, you know, are developmental, we're going to be talking about them. Whatever we think too that the governor and the government needs to do differently, we will keep talking about them. The reason is because we've come this far together, you know, and we are not going to leave the governor alone. We're going to, you know, make sure that, you know, we talk about the policies of government. We talk about, you know, the indices of governance, you know, that all of us must keep into, you know, and all that. But I must establish this, that Governor Obaseki that we voted for, you know, we voted for him for the second tenure, and the second tenure is not yet started. It's going to start actually by next month, by November, which begins, I think, from tomorrow, isn't it? Yes, from tomorrow. So he's going to be formally sworn in next month. As a matter of fact, about 2 weeks from now, and all that. But there's already some good news, and this good news is a fallout of some of the things that the governor has been doing. Just within the last couple of days or so, I can confirm to you, and this one is coming from, you know, confirmed by the Minister of Aviation, you know, that the, what's it called? You can find this news on Vanguard, you can find it on, what's it called, This Day. It's on major newspapers across Nigeria. So it's no longer like it's a big deal per se. But there will be some of us that, you know, may not have heard yet. But I thought I should talk about it. You know, that the Benin airport, our Benin local airport, has been, you know, upgraded. You know, it's been approved for upgrade to international standard by the federal government of Nigeria. Now, it has actually been approved not just to be an international airport for passenger flights alone, but international airport that will be able to receive cargo. A cargo terminal is going to be built, and at this upgrade, you know, according to the minister, is they are going to commence work as soon as possible, and they have a target to finish the upgrade of the Benin airport within the next 12 months, which means that everything working as planned, you know, by this time next year, the Benin International Airport would already have become Benin International Airport, no longer, you know, Benin, you know, local airport. Now, I think that this is a superlative news. I think this is a great news. I think this is a wonderful news. Now, some of you may see this news and receive it with, okay, but I think that this particular news is one that calls for celebration. And it is one that calls for even bigger support for the governor of Edo State. If some of you recall, you may not know that just recently, you know, certain equipment, certain facilities, you know, were, you know, under the influence of the governor who prevailed on the minister and was constantly prevailing on Abuja. You know, the Benin airport got some little upgrade to enable flights land at night, because prior to about just before the election, flights could not land later than 6 p.m. at the Benin airport. But they had to install some lighting equipment, some facilities that will enable flights to land even at night, whether it's midnight, whatever. And that itself had boosted the airport. But the one we have right now, which is a big one, is that this same airport has been upgraded to international standard. Now, what that means is that I live in the UK, for instance. It means that when they finish work on this mat on the Benin airport, it therefore means that I can easily buy my ticket from here, route my ticket from London, not through Lagos, not through Abuja, but from London to Benin City. Now, many of you may not be aware, Edo State, you know, is a minority in Nigeria. But Edo State is a majority in Europe and America. Edo State is a majority abroad. So if you talk of, you know, the people who travel the most in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, we're going to mention the Edo people. You understand what I'm saying now? We make the international airport in Lagos busy. We make the international airport in Abuja busy. Now that we are having this upgrade in our own state, it therefore means that all that energy of going through Lagos or going through Abuja, we are going to be landing in our own backyard. Don't think that this one is coming from the blues or it is coming from the sky or it is because one person is magnanimous. This is proper hard work of the Wake and See Governor Obaseki. The man has been lobbying for this to happen. He's even lobbying for more. There are some things I cannot reveal right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have not cleared with the government to reveal some of these things. He's even lobbying for more. The reason why I'm talking about this is because when some of us threw ourselves into the ring and said, it must be Governor Obaseki or no other person, we knew exactly what we were talking about. We knew exactly what is awaiting Edo people. And by the grace of God, those across the world, some knew, some didn't know, but everybody came together and said, man, look, let us make this man the governor of Edo State. And we did. We followed through with our promise. We followed through with our hard work. And we've made this governor the governor of Edo State. And because he has been working on this matter, and there's one thing about Governor Obaseki. There are so many things it doesn't really talk about, okay? But he's doing them, you know, at the background. He doesn't come to make noise about them, okay? But you just see some of this start happening. And what we have right now is that within the next 1 year, international flights from all over the world will be landing in Benin City. This is not a Kambiakwa business. It's not Adicom business. Otedo. A play or a Kewebo Kature Otedo. It's a huge matter. I don't pop champagne since because of this matter. And since like the minister, you know, Senator Hadi Sirika confirmed this news. I don't salute His Excellency say, man. You are a man. That's why, you know, regularly I keep saying that any leader who works with data, do not underrate such leader. Do not toy with such a leader. Guide that leader jealously. Support that leader jealously. Governor Obaseki knows Edo people. He knows us in figures. And the structures the governor is, the structures that the Governor Obaseki is laying, the developmental structures he's laying, is so that if some of us understand, all we need to do now just to be patient. They pray for this governor. Now, I am mentioning this particular matter, you know, I'm trying to reiterate it, you know, for a few reasons. Now, one of the reasons is because, one, we should understand that the man we have as the governor of Edo State means business. That's one. The second one is that for those of us in the diaspora, we should start thinking of what we can do to key into this development. What we can do to key into the vision, the mega agenda of the governor of Edo State. This is because at the end of the day, I have maintained, okay, if Edo must move forward, the governor of Edo State has got his own role to play. But all of us as Edos across the world, we have our own roles to play within the, you know, the confines of what the government is already doing. For instance, the government is lobbying seriously. He has lobbied to get the approval of the federal government to upgrade the Benin airport to become an international airport. Now, the governor is not going to pull you from where you are to channel your businesses through the airport to Edo State. The governor is not going to be the one who is going to force you from where you are to begin to think of the business that you can do, that this international airport will facilitate to make it easier for you to deliver your goods to Edo State directly. The other day, you know, as part of this whole package, because, ah man, may God bless Obaseki for us. May God bless Obaseki for us. Just recently, the government of Edo State, knowing fully well what the future is going to be like, okay, they have started now to register SMEs. There are people who are operating businesses in Edo State not registered. And they say, man, come and register your business. The government wants to know how many businesses we have by the private sectors, small and medium scale, you know, enterprises. They want to get all of them registered. Now, what that does is that when packages come to say, okay, we want to support businesses, for instance, and all of that. I mean, it is not just somebody who just, because you are trading, just, do you have a registered business? How many persons are you employing? Are you employing or have you employed? No. All of this will come into account. Because it is by encouraging these small and medium scale, you know, enterprises that we will get a number of our people off the streets employed. Because if I start about business in Edo State, for instance, somebody's going to be working there, or two persons are going to be working there. The same thing if you do, the other person does, and all of that. And very many of us in diaspora, we actually have the capacity to begin to set up businesses across. Because Edo right now is going to be one of the major economic hub of Nigeria. With the governor, you know, drawing, you know, making Edo State right now international airport, working assiduously to ensure that we have steady power supply. Believe me, so many companies are going to move from other places and move to Edo State. And the people who are going to be working there, they are going to be Edo people. So, we cannot, that's what I'm saying, nobody should undermine what, you know, economic activities, you know, can come with an international airport. It brings everything. There are businesses in Lagos that rely on daily, weekly, monthly delivery. Cargoes come from the international community to Lagos Airport for those businesses to function. By the time ours become an international airport, not just for passengers, you know, flying out and flying in, but with a cargo terminal. My people, what do we want? Meanwhile, this same governor has already completed and signed an MOU with relevant companies to begin work at Gele Gele. So what we are having with this government is a government that is working to give us an international airport, working to give us a seaport, Edo State. International airport, a seaport. This same governor, right now as we speak, is already negotiating with the Minister of Transport to drag, the railway to the industrial layout of Edo State. So in all ways, business activities will just be coming into Edo State. Who are the people going to be working there? Edo people. Edo people. So I'm appealing to our people. Don't wait. Don't wait. Look for what you can start doing from wherever you are across the diaspora. Start making your own plans. If you are somebody who's a business owner, get through to government and register your business. Start laying the framework for your own business to start in Edo State. Because all we see right now, they are all proper indices of development. Now, we've got to talk about these things because some of us may not hear if we don't talk about them. We've got to sensitize our people to understand that this is what is coming. This is what is actually within our grasp right now. That within the next 1 year into this administration, we are going to see lots of hallelujah. Lots of hallelujah. Now, enemies of progress, detractors, will be very angry at the news I'm sharing right now. It is not the governor of Edo State who came to announce this news. Though, of course, privately has talked about it, but man, he's working on something like this. But the Minister of Aviation has confirmed the approval. And he even stated that they are going to work assiduously to ensure that within the next 12 months, Benin Airport will start functioning as an international airport. My people, I am saying this because the fight that all of us fought, okay, the dividends of this fight, we're already getting it right now. The grace that is accompanying, you know, the promise is already getting here. And all we need to do is to commit our support. I am not asking you to go and give Governor Obaseki something or anything. But I'm saying that if you are there and a Edo person in the diaspora, I am telling you right now that Edo is becoming conducive for enterprise operations. Edo is becoming conducive for businesses to thrive. Edo is becoming conducive for raw materials to get into with ease. And so, do not stand aloof. Do not think of, oh, your business in Lagos or in Abuja or in this, you know, you are stressing yourself, how to get it running. My brother, find a way to bring your business to Edo State. My sister, find a way to bring that your business to Edo State. Register with the government, your business name and all of that. They will help you provide that environment for you. Because at the end of the day, if I have something I'm going to be doing with a kind of terminal in Benin City, I don't have to bother myself going through Lagos anymore, going through Abuja. I buy my ticket right from here and fly straight to Benin. Iyoko wa. Oh man. If you have your store. So, the promise is here. The promise is not waiting. It's not waiting till tomorrow. Earlier today, I was inundated with calls and messages of, you know, oh man, comrade, this one is happening, certain people who did this, you know, supported the governor, they are beginning to, you know, to speak against each other, you know, like that, you know. I want to establish, talk about it, I want to re-emphasize. The show that we run here is the Comrade Show. You see my face very often, but I can tell you that this show is not a gossip channel. It's not a place where we come and say this one talk this. There's a purpose for which we have this show, and this purpose is what we are doing. Now, my face you see, behind me there are so many other people you don't see. People who are behind this show, people who work on the content that we deliver on this show, and all of that. And these people, they have made it as a principle, as a rule, that we cannot subject the Comrade Show to a gossip channel. It is not. Okay, so for those people who are calling my team, calling me, or talking about this, about that, I want to appeal. Don't bother, you know. But on a general note, I think that we cannot afford to break our ranks. For those who knew they genuinely supported Governor Obaseki, you know, we supported Obaseki to win an election. Now, at the state we are right now, we must commit our support even more to making Edo State work. You know, to talking about the policies and programs of the government of Edo State. You know, to talking about the things that Edo people can do across the world to help Edo move forward. Edo must move forward. So the idea of people, you know, I don't know, you know, but we cannot begin to have all that discourse here, you know, and all of that. So I want to appeal to you. So my friends, my fans, my followers, don't be disappointed that we don't come here to respond to anybody, okay? Because at the end of the day, it is not what this show is meant for. You understand what I'm saying now? And that's why we keep talking about this place. We are solely committed to discussing national issues, okay? And if you are following us and you feel that this is not, this is not the right place for you to be because we are not a gossip channel, man, it's a free world, man. It's a free world. You take yourself out because we are not going to do gossip. We will not do it today. We will not do it tomorrow. So we are not going to play into all of that. You understand what I'm saying now? For us, there's a clear focus. There's a bigger picture. And that bigger picture is bigger than any individual or group of individuals. And all of that. You know, and all that. So we verify our facts. We verify everything. Sometimes we clear things with the government of Edo State before we come here to talk about them. And all of that. The whole idea is that some of you are out there, you listen to the Comrade Show. Sometimes you don't even know what is happening in the news. You don't even know what is on the papers. You don't even know what's on the mainstream media. It's our duty to find out what is happening. Sometimes we cross-check with the relevant authorities. We come here because your phone is always with you. It's easy for you to get the notification. You understand what I'm saying? Now to know exactly what is happening. And we talk about them. You understand what I'm saying? There are some others, yes, who can get this same information from elsewhere. You understand? Beautiful. But all things work together for good to them that love God. You understand? You get your phone there. That's what I'm saying. If you are not yet a follower of the Comrade Show, just click a button. So by the time we are having information to share like this, it's just, you get the notification. It's right here. You don't need to go and buy papers. You don't need to excessively just go and browse the internet. We do that. We do that, we come, we share. You get what I'm saying now, so and all that. So, and that is the confines within which we operate. But however, having said that, on a general scale, on advice, you know, our brothers and sisters, irrespective of the level of support you give to the governor of Edo State, the state, that phase is over. The phase we are now is a phase where we all have to work together, you know, to promote Edo State, to lift Edo State beyond where Edo State is. And that is why the slogan is, Edo must move forward. Because some of the things that we may do, and we think we are smart, we bring reproach to ourselves, and bring reproach to our state. Unfortunately, our state cannot be reproached. Fortunately, the governor of Edo State has been elected. So there's nothing no gossip out there right now that is going to unseat the governor of Edo State. So we're here, if you don't know what to say on social media, we're Lawadia. We're Lawadia. So let's try, but if you do, let us promote governance. So my people, you understand what I'm saying? I'm sure maybe Talok in that particular matter, but that is it. So the point basically is that we need to get ourselves very focused. We need to get ourselves properly directed. And this focus is the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is Edo State becoming an economic hub in Nigeria. Edo State industries advancing beyond where they are right now. The bigger picture is that my younger brothers that graduated over 5, 6, 7 years ago can easily go around and get a job. Can even exchange jobs. I don't like this, not paying well enough. I take another job. And easily they get a job. Now, this can happen. All this is a possibility within the next 1 year. If all of us put our hands together. And how do we do it? There are people out there in the diaspora, friends, who trust each other, who know each other very well. You guys can combine resources and start some business in Edo State. And that business could employ 2 people, could employ 3 people, could employ 5, could even employ 10. When you do that, you're already helping to move Edo forward. There's so much we can do. We have the human capacity. Now, depending on what you want to do, Edo State has equally got the raw materials very close to wherever you want to start your business. Now, with all of these indices of development that the government is laying right now, the governor right now is trying very hard, and I'm sure that will be approved very soon, to drop you know, the railway to the industrial layout in Edo State, so that the railway can be supplying raw materials, you know, and goods to the industrial layout directly, and be taking them out from there as well, without hassles. Now, Benin local airport has been upgraded to international airport with an approval of a cargo terminal. This was announced by the Minister of Aviation, Senator Hadi Sirika. This is good news. This is the kind of news that we need to check. We need to praise the effort of the governor on, and encourage the governor to ensure that we see this through. So in the next 12 months, I should be able to fly from here and land directly in Benin. You from America should be able to fly and route your ticket directly to Benin, your own backyard. These are all great things. If somebody does well, on that note, without any without missing words, I want to personally appreciate the federal government of Nigeria for granting this approval to Edo State. I want to appreciate the leadership of the federal government of Nigeria, for this is huge progress for Edo State, and it's commendable. I appreciate everybody that has played roles in making sure this becomes a reality. And most of all, I thank the governor of Edo State for being this visionary, We are not surprised, we know. As a matter of fact, this is one Onyunoan that will come among so many other Onyunoans. People who call this governor a wait-and-see governor, they don't make a mistake. He didn't have to brag about this. He's not even talking about it at the moment as we speak. It's not really talking, but the man is doing so much behind the curtain. So much behind the scene. So if you stay out there and you begin to cast aspersions on the governor of Edo State, embarrassment on Hamid is coming. That's the truth of the matter. But whether you voted for Governor Obaseki, whether you did not vote for Governor Obaseki, whether you were for APC or you were for PDP, when this international airport is completed in Edo State, the upgrade is completed. When you are buying your ticket from Canada, from America, from Germany, from France, they are not going to ask you to show your APC card or your PDP card. They're not going to ask you to prove whether you voted for Obaseki or not. What that means is that this is going to benefit every Nigerian and every Edo person, most especially. On that note, I especially want to call on all Edo people, irrespective of your political affiliations, to support the governor of Edo State. Election has come and gone. Somebody has been elected. Edo people spoke overwhelmingly. You now use your energy to promote the advancement of Edo State. Obaseki will not be governor forever. In the next 4 years, I tell you, we will continue with good policies and our programs for Edo people. So at the end of the day, I'm not really winning, it doesn't matter. What is most important right now is for all of us to come together to move Edo forward. I am appealing. I have so many people, who were opposition to the governor of Edo State who are following this platform. Some of them have called me and expressed, their appreciation, for what some of us are doing. Personally, so some of us, we did not support Governor Obaseki just to win. We supported him because we want to stand by him. And whenever we think that there are certain policies of government that we think that needs to be looked at in a different way, I don't have to come here and say that. We're already doing that. There's certain policies of government that we believe, okay, some ideas can be passed across that should be considered. That is not exclusive to us alone. That is for all Edo people. So you are out there. You have an idea that you think that it's an idea that can move Edo forward. Don't keep that idea to yourself. It doesn't matter whether you supported Obaseki or whether you don't support him. Let the idea be made known. Umayimino suggested, hey, call us, let us know about it. We will help you channel the idea to the appropriate authorities for consideration. When you do that, what you are equally doing is to help to move Edo forward. And what we are saying, Edo must move forward. Edo must move forward not for PDP members alone, not for APC members alone, not for non-alliance people alone. It's for all Edo people, but it's for all Nigerians. Because by the time the upgrade of the Edo Benin airport is finished, Delta State will benefit from the airport. Because I cannot imagine somebody from Delta who's coming from Japan, still going through Lagos. They will want to land in Benin, where it is easier for them to just go to the backyard here. So the Benin International Airport is going to serve too many. In fact, it's going to too many states. Delta will benefit from it. Ondo will benefit from it. Kogi will benefit from it. And anyone like Gaimana, they will benefit from it. But whose vision is this? Who are we to echo up with federal government to be we are upgrade the Benin International Airport here? Somebody has been pressing a button for that to happen. And we must give credit to that person. Oh, yeah, maybe tasking where I give kudos to the federal government. I am somebody who's very critical of the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. But on this matter, I give kudos to him. Always a big man. Always a kakaboy Buhari. Because this is happening under the leadership of Buhari, and we are thankful to him. On my way, you can always out there, that way, I have him on my but for this purpose, can one of the when you say, I be the woman in the body. A Buhari USA for assenting to this as the president of Nigeria. But huge kudos to the governor of Edo State for pressing this button. There are so many buttons that this governor has pressed. What you are going to be seeing in the next 4 years is the result coming out from these buttons. So my people, in the name of being opposition to the governor of Edo State, Wakire, it is time. Even Wavie Osene, a governor governing, okay now, you will turn around and begin to support the ambition of Governor Obaseki. And for you to know that this man, there is no amount of weapon of wickedness people are going to throw at Governor Obaseki that will succeed. I'll tell you why. The other day I came to announce that Governor Obaseki has set up a panel of inquiry over this end-SARS protest matter to look into the excesses of SARS when they were operational and make recommendations within 90 days to the governor of Edo State. Do you people know that members of the opposition, there are very many in that committee? A lot of the members, people who oppose the governor of Edo State, some who were very vocal against the governor, they are members of that committee. Who are they serving? It's not the governor they are serving Edo State. The governor found them useful and relevant to this committee. He made them members of this committee. Because the governor knows that way Edo State is for all of us. Whether you are for PDP, APC, AC, it doesn't matter. So long as you are from Edo State, you have a stake in Edo State. That is why that small boy, that human being that they are using to say they are writing a petition to tribunal against the governor of Edo State. Oh, I told man. Because right from before the election and after, where you do not stand in the way of a moving train. Governor Obaseki is and has always been a moving train. You align positively, and that your positive, alignment is such that all be promoted to all be moved to forward here. All be moved to forward here, because if all of us are able to come together and do very little here, little there, before you know what is happening, unemployment in Edo State will be eradicated. Do not sit down there and think that it is only what Governor Obaseki does that is going to employ Edo people. No. What the government does is to create an enabling environment, a conducive environment for enterprise operations to operate. Now, with Edo Benin Airport being upgraded into international standard airport, what that does is that the half of unemployment in Edo State today, they are likely to be wiped out in a flash. Meanwhile, they are doing this. Osiomo power plant is still ongoing. In time when there are about 10 units in Osiomo power plant, each unit is to serve Edo with about 455 kVA. Yeah, finish it. It's enough to power so many parts of Edo State. Osiomo power plant, in our way, the phase that is completed right now is majorly to serve the industrial layout, to serve companies, to serve government facilities and all of that. We equally have Azura. Now we have like Edo State. So at the end of the day, we are looking at the possibility that within the next 1 year, light will become stable in Edo State. So if you are waiting till then to start planning, you are wasting time. As an Edo person in the diaspora, Edo must move forward. It will move forward not just by what the government is doing right now, it will move forward by what you will do within the confines of what government is doing right now. I am already very elated. Hopefully in the next few months, I will be in Nigeria. In the next few months. Eko or Abuja, Larry. But yeah, I want to be there. And do me another what to read. Hey, give me. And do me another what to read. Apparently, and do me here what to read again. And there's so many of you who even metal or even mina. But I win. Oh my God, you people don't understand. Oh. Usabo bless Obaseki. Usabo bless Obaseki. May God bless Governor Obaseki. May God. In fact, if not that this is happening right now, years ago, many of us will not even be able to dream, to believe that it is possible for Benin Airport to become an international standard airport. With the announcement of the minister, this is become a near reality. So my people, imagine how you describe what I say. Everything we have been saying. Anyway, people, I've said I'm not going to make this a very long broadcast. We will do our best to work very closely with Edo State, to work closely with the government of Edo State, and wherever you are, whatever you know you can do to promote, you know, and help make Edo move forward. Please, let's start doing them. Let's start doing them. Edo must move forward. It's not the project of Governor Obaseki alone. It's a collective project. Edo must move forward. It's not, you know, the project of one person alone. It's a collective project, which means that those small roles that we can play, you know, they are rules that, you know, will help advance our collective interests. You know, by the time Edo State gets consolidated with an airport that is able to land cargo, land every of these things that we're talking about right now, you know, receive international flights and all of that, you know, what happens, you know, hopefully we are looking at the possibility of Gile Gile, probably phase 1, you know, getting to become a reality, you know, probably within the next 1 to 2 years as it were. What is happening is that before the end of the tenure of the governor of Edo State, Edo State would have been seated comfortably, you know, as an economic hub. You understand what I'm saying? And what that does is that we probably may have to report at some point where unemployment rate in Edo State is as small as 2% or, you know, 0.1%. You understand what I'm saying? You know, the advice I am giving on my own, you know, that probably I'm giving from here, is to encourage the governor to consider the possibility of having, you know, a state database, a database that will register all Edo indigenes, a database that will locate all Edo indigenes, a database that people will register. But when your name is tapped into the database, we're able to know, you know, what local government you are from, what constituency you are from, and all those kind of things, what you do and all of that. Now, when there's a proper database like that, what happens is that planning by government will be a lot easier for us to achieve. So it will be a lot easier for government to do, because they would have known exactly who is around and what each person is doing. So this would necessarily, you know, will be necessary to help govern Edo State. The government is already working in that direction with the registration of business and all of that, SMEs and all of that. This is a clear example of a government who knows, you know, that knows what it's doing and all of that. So, my people, I want to thank you. I just thought I'd come out and share this pleasant news. so that we start, packaging ourselves, in a way to, because at the end of the day, we must all of us, we must own Edo State. We must take ownership of Edo State. Edo State does not belong to them. Edo State belongs to all of us. And so the more we take ownership of Edo State, the more we are going to actually be endowed with that vision to be able to work out our own arrangement within the confines of what we own. You understand what I'm saying now? I have taken ownership of Edo State. I am working, very hard. You understand what I'm saying? To do what I have to do within the confines of what my capacity is. And I think if all of us will be able to do same and all of that, I think it will be very helpful. So eventually what we are doing, we are not just singing Edo must move forward. We are talking the talk and we are walking the walk. And that's what we have to start doing. That's what we have to start doing. So my people, I want to thank us and I want to appeal to us, I still see a number of us that appear misguided. We are seeing a lot of unguided things, on social media and everything and all of that. I think we should bring our heads together. You understand what I'm saying? And do what we have to do. For once in our lives as a people, we can actually see, some close-knit unity amongst Edo people. We cannot do anything from our end to create division amongst us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the focus is clear. And that focus must be bigger than our individualistic concern. It is only when you are not seeing the wider picture that you are going to come on the internet and start saying, if no necessary. But if you already attach yourself to the bigger picture, you keep your eye on that bigger picture, because that is the prize. Tackling unemployment in Edo State is a huge prize for me, for instance. Ensuring that the Edo infrastructures, is topmost priority to government is a huge prize for me. The governor has promised that they want to start at least 200 health centers across the state. That is a huge prize. All that form part of the bigger picture that I'm interested in. Because some of us are there now. I would expect that some of us in diaspora should start thinking of how we are even going to key into these health infrastructures that government is working out. Not do with the examples that they have given here, these health centers near Kabonen. We're probably talking of each health center costing something not less than millions. What is our contributions as people in diaspora to support the government? What's our contributions? Somebody called me the other day. I love that brother. I don't want to disclose his name right now. He's already trying to work out something and all of that. He suggested that when those in diaspora, that if we can just come together and build a mighty hospital in Edo State. And I told him, I said, man, look, it's a good idea, but on it Bologbe, the government is already trying to build 200 health centers across all the wards in the states. I want to see people who want to volunteer to say, well, my name, we want to donate 2 beds to one of the what's it called, the health centers, or want to donate computers to these health centers, or want to donate vehicles to this health center. We want to donate a vehicle, or want to donate some beds, or want to donate some computer, or whatever. When you do that, when we are able to come together and do things like that, what happens is that if the government was supposed to spend 20 million naira to equip one health center, Ward 8, the local governments, and we're already coming together to say we are providing bed. Even until you have the bed, you have the minus on here. So these are the kind of support, the areas that we can keep into things like this. So somebody was saying, man, somebody wrote me a letter and said, man, look, we want to support the government. We want to do this. But my boy, what do I do? What can I do? There are so many areas to support the government. Let me receive information where the Edos in Italy, they have gathered themselves in support of the government of Edo State, where, okay, with these health centers now, okay, the one of here where the local government where they have gathered, they want to donate the beds that can look running. And they ask you where illegal the beds can cost. Let us meet the government and ask, okay, my provided bed here, some of these health centers, 10 of it. How much a bed in the rock can cost? Or what is the specification of a bed in Agualo? Let the government let us know. We key to that. And provide that. Sometimes it may not even be up to £100 or €100 that each of us here we gather ourselves for such purpose. What we have done, we are helping the government to promote, to move Edo forward. I'll just give you one example. There are so many other areas. Somebody had called me. I'm working on that right now. She told me where a street here, Niguali Nigo no cost here. A grader, but the street is very bad. They are graded single-handedly. I have sent some of my volunteers on ground to go and look at the street. Near verify whatever it is and go to local government. If local government can help provide the grader and everything to make it easier for her. Or we should be willing. The girl is in Germany. Probably she's watching this program right now. Hopefully within the next 1 week I will give her a report on that. Now I am proud of that young girl. Now if she's able to do that, make her make it possible for, because she has the means to do it, she is contributing to move Edo forward. Some of us, we will go to Nigeria. Mas Nigeria, or where I'm talk. We are so okay. The we are much because my year we shouldn't do that. We should change our orientation. Go to Nigeria, go to Edo State. Area gather, use your influence as gather your people together. Identify things that cannot fix very area. Maybe it is the road. Maybe some part of the road. People don't even pass that place for song. Gather your guys together. I will solve your kono. Eat together with them. Bring at last wag and make that place clear. You are contributing to making it a better place. Oh, area now. Miss my area. A neighborhood in now. Okay, let me just buy some headlamp. Now the mule have a pole in the electric pole. Not provided light in my son. Which you can do. Which many of us can do. But many of us go home, you are impressed. It is no longer time to impress. What's impression? Why? Let us bring ourselves down and subject ourselves to moving Edo forward. There's always something you can do in your own house, in your streets, that will help bring some needed, change to that particular neighborhood. We have a contribution we have a yearning to Edo State. To Edo State. Whatever you have, influence, a good name, they are all useful. They are all useful. We must find our use in our own state, in our constituency, in our village, in our local government, in our streets. And I hear where Akewe Bori, Ogberane, the era we are right now. Let the human be that way, man. You were able to empower some young people in your area to find a job. Some of us will come, my idea, Edo. I do agwale, agwale 4 flats that here ball, 2 flats that here ball, if I boys or my hotel that here ball, when Eagle were at the hotel, and this already saturated with hotels. Eagle were at the hotel, who were our mwela, area there, who book your bodoni. Or area there, you go sula wudo, Gualao to so dele wudo, some acres of land. And I using some people around. Now, if you call your fair and all of them monitor, you find out that when you have provided some easy employment for people, a production here, you get good return for your money. There are so many areas. Some of us everybody here, we have 10 million naira. We are waiting not say 50 million before markets or that 10 million naira will actually do something that can transform some things in the state value. That 5 million naira can actually do something that can transform some things in those states, man. Some people can even cooperate as a cooperate with their resources. And I'm just trying to open some grounds because people have called me, man, what can we really do? What can we really do? So much we can do. Any bunahia, the man said, if you want private counseling, we have people in the conference show who can counsel you on what your resources is and what you can do. And how you can monitor your investment and make sure what you invested becomes something. And at the end of the day, investment to winning will help you quality push Edo forward. Because at the end of the day, you find out with investment to winning or the re-employment instead of keeping the money there, no lie, or waiting for here 100 million. These are all the things that so many any boom. But I say this because where the governor of Edo State cannot do it alone. All of us, let us do it. Let us make a difference. Let us set Edo State as an example to all other states in Nigeria. There is so much we can do. So much. And if you don't know, you guys in diaspora, the governor is relying so much on you people, what you can do. So much. Because ego a foreign exchange no like do from here to the railway bowl. It's more than anywhere else in Africa. You know that where a lot of the monies that come into Edo State from our people, they come into things that they are not visibly seen as things not help to change the state. Honestly, not where for some of us who just come to the social media, there's a bigger picture that we are not looking at. Or money where Abraham Lincoln, or where anybody who is not yet able to pass his own individualistic concern and begin to think of the broader concern of humanity has not started living. And that is what we need to start doing in Edo State. Because what some of us see around the social media, this thing, why we medalla in social media anyway. But he learned a way that way I'm not in the league of but it's because a lot of us are not yet seeing beyond us ourselves. And to move forward, whether you're on social media, you're in the diaspora. Well, I'm majorly talking to those in the diaspora. Majorly. Whether you're on social media or you are an Edoma in the diaspora, there is a bigger picture we can keep into. I sit here. I want to imagine Edo State for the next 4 years by the time Obaseki is running off. Which means that 2 years' time, if Edo State is still the way it is right now, I will be very troubled. I will be very concerned. So for Edo State not to be the way it is now, 2 years' time, I am committed with everything I've got to appealing to us to emancipate positively towards making Edo move forward. When a nation is in a foreign policy, a foreign policy or remain is centered around moving Edo forward. Edo must move forward. Now we have seen a governor no do bayi. Some of us my stray you don't need to see your way to the Dukba. As far as when you do even if everywhere around you is dark, we look and follow that light. And that is what Governor Obaseki represents. He's holding a lamp in a very dark area. So any baby so say but because the lamp of banner or boy, all we need to do is just to walk towards that direction of the lamp. It becomes very retrogressive and I do mean where some of us are walking away from the lamp because where initially the governor Obaseki win or this or that or my selfish interest is so not propelling man to win my support of Obaseki. you know me where me hurriedly my interest in it or my we start making all sort of noise. Okay. There's a bigger picture. And the bigger picture is more than our individualistic picture. The bigger picture is Edo State. And unless and until we key ourselves into that bigger picture, we will remain disappointed. And the talent will be from and that's the truth. Because of personal interest and personal picture. Huge sense of entitlement. We must clear ourselves from every form of entitlement because of the bigger picture. I say this, I'm able to say this because where I grew up in that state, I knew what I went through as a young person growing up in that state. And so, while I'm alive, a chance is raw for that state to become different, to become what I expect and hope it should be. Why will I keep quiet? I must speak to that truth. I must speak to that truth. So, I will not be interested. And I want to encourage as many people as possible. Don't be interested. But when you're not focused on this goal, I have people who are very ardent followers of the Comrade Show that I'm speaking of. And I'm appealing for more people to become ardent followers of the Comrade Show so we can all be in this together. And we have envisioned it, drive this vision together. That even the governor himself, who is working very hard, he will be encouraged that Emmanuel will now, on behalf of, they are propelling him to move further. So, but by the time we are voting them, some of us are just folding our hands. Hey, palliative, not by. Come on. There's no way we are helping in that direction. Hey, man, the people are for the body. Magay. Everything I suspect will be even a mistake, you know. We are not even patient. Nagele wage de mistake gele no de no to social media. My father. To what purpose? So if you don't lose wow we owe obi e wa ri we woda. E wo ma hu no ame royi. Edo we amarunde e mariema arudu wo me rio e. Well, there's a reason why we have to chase this bigger picture. Because the bigger picture will accommodate all of our individualistic concerns. The bigger picture will accommodate even our selfishness. So there's a reason why we have to fight for that bigger picture. There's a reason. Because a bigger picture that doesn't achieve. Everywhere you see right now, although they irrelevant because a portion where that bigger picture will even be bigger than if we will plan here in. So there should be a driving force. That bigger picture is we want to have an Edo State where insecurity is tackled to number 0, where life becomes stable. Where the government is actually able to provide 20 PRT health centers for all 200 health centers for all the wards to provide health needs. And oh man, God bless Obaseki. And when the governor is able to provide these 200 health centers, the problem we are even having right now is that we don't even have the number of health personnel right now. Those health centers. It means that while the government is putting in place these health centers, they need to train Edo people as health personnel, not necessarily doctors and nurses, but health personnel. Other biochemists, no matter me winner, some of them will be relevant there. The government is already opening room to train so many nurses right now. Many of them will be relevant there. So by extension, what these 200 facilities will create by way of employment is mammoth. It's mammoth. If you are there, you did secondary school in Nigeria there, you are confused about your career, go and study nursing. Go and study nursing. Because you will be relevant in Edo State. I need to wear too much. I have to where we may decide where man who may want to prosper Edo State, you will be relevant everywhere you go. And as a man or as a woman, consider nursing. But the opportunities are bound. It will abound even more in Edo State. Let's not waste our time. Whether you are in Nigeria, wherever you are, make yourself relevant. Begin to start training. The government is already providing a lot of facilities. Start training yourself now. Start training your children now. Prepare them for the Edo of tomorrow. Because there's no going back. There's no going back. Let it not be that way Edo will arrive, but you will not be prepared to be part of the arrival. That's what I'm talking about. You even want to mention on that because it may happen that when the governor delivers on his promises, a man cannot make a promise if they functional, they are not prepared. So please go and train yourself now, train your children. Let them be relevant because things are coming. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, brother Carl.
Call here, Obama.
Yeah, call brother.
Mama, it ain't live. Oh, if I need to go live or to go privately.
Oh, me, I say go on.
Go ahead now. People can hear you. Where are you calling from? What's your name, man?
Hello.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Patience Woman. I'm calling from Italy.
Very well. Go ahead, man.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that I want to beg, use your platform to beg Governor Obaseki.
Okay.
To help us, because when you are driving through that Lagos road, that is from Edo side.
Yeah.
The road is too dark. If you can help to put a street light, because like my house now in Nigeria, I put like my husband's house in Nigeria now, we put solar light,
yeah.
Which is when it's in the afternoon, it will off, it will switch off,
yeah.
It will charge. In the daytime, it will on. So we don't. That is just the solar light. That is what we put in my husband's compound.
Yeah.
There, you understand? If you can put that solar, maybe in the afternoon it will charge. In the midnight it will on, so that people can be driving. That is very well in that road.
The area we have. What area is that?
Like from 7 to 6 o'clock, people are rushing to go back home. Because when it is 8 o'clock, 9, it's everywhere is so dark.
Yeah.
It's so dark, you cannot see each other anymore.
What area? What area is that?
Hello?
I say, what area are you talking about?
From Oluku to Goldish New Benin, all those sides, from Oluku, Goldish New Benin, everywhere dark.
Okay.
No street lights. So if you can help us put solar, because that one can still help him a lot. That solar is very, very important. That is what I put in my own house. That is why I said I can still talk here. So to help the issue.
Mama, sorry, that solar you put in your husband's house, how much did it cost you to do it?
It's not cost to. We order it from China. I order it in China. It's €1 something, one glove.
Okay. I buy
something in one glove. You can order 10, you can order 20, put it surrounding your house. In the afternoon, it will switch off. In the night, everywhere will be shining. Just like maybe there is light. Even in my street, when I go to Nigeria, I'm the only one that have light in that street. They thought I'm using sometimes I will just switch off my gen. But I will have light because of that solar.
Okay. Okay, madam, thank you very much. Your message is well received. We will act on that by the grace of God.
You can just write it that you need solar glove, solar light. Is in
sister,
we can do it now,
sister,
okay.
I will with your permission, I will save your number. I will call you after this broadcast.
Okay.
To find out more about this solar, this thing, and where you procure it and all this thing.
Where you will order it, yes. No problem.
Though people, I want to appeal to you. You know, this call that came now, I can tell you that I will not speak to the governor about it. I will not speak to the governor about it because I think that it is what Edo people can do for Edo State. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to send some members of my volunteer team to go and verify some of these areas that need this solar whatever, and I will talk to this woman again and probably some other persons who know more about it to give us what it's going to cost for us to provide light for some of these areas, solar light. And what we need to do from there is to approach the local government, respective local government, and take permission from them to install these things. So I want to appeal to you that I will come again and make a broadcast, an appeal, after we have been able to verify all of these things, and appeal to other people who can support this project, and let's get it done. I will tell them the cost of it, the number of places is going to cover, and everything that's going to happen. It's not by force. Anybody who knows they can support a project like that, we'll set up a team, make it as transparent as possible so that the world can see and know exactly what is happening. Probably within the next 1 to 2 weeks, we'll be able to verify all of these things, and I'll present that to the house. And I will speak to my team. This one is just coming up now. I will speak to my team about it. And whatever the result is, we'll come back to this same floor to talk about it. As the man was talking just now, I told myself, I said, man, away in €1, €2, or whatever as the case is. That's not what I'm going to personally, afford to the governor. We know either way I think people can do for themselves. So if it's something that is that cheap, I think that we can light up in a huge area. Since I even know a generator, just solar, and we have the energy in abundance, Edo people, with your permission, I will talk to my team. As a matter of fact, after this meeting right now, we speak with this. We talk to my team. We will call this woman. We start our findings from there. Of course, we talk to our volunteers in Nigeria, in Edo State, to go and make all the necessary verification. By the time we get it sorted, we are able to tell what areas we think need it. We'll come and announce it here, and we'll start appealing for you people to provide that support for Edo State. Anything at all is at this moment. So my people, I want to thank that woman who just called just now from Italy. It's Memekabe and all of that. But I think that if we're able to achieve that, that will be helpful, and that will be supporting the government and helping to support our security status in Edo State. So my people, I thank you very much. But over and above all, I think that by the call I just received now, I am encouraged to find a direction that we can, work out and sort out, and that will be kudos to those in the diaspora. So, Wahia Wese for joining us. I thank you. Please share the broadcast, and please be aware that this matter that Uma just raised is an open-ended matter. We are going to, follow up through with that matter, and by the grace of God, we are going to come back and give us details of what this matter is about and see what effort we can put together to get something done. So on that note, I want to thank you guys. And if you are not yet following the Comrade Show, please follow the Comrade Show. We're actually on YouTube. This broadcast is going to be on YouTube. I'm going to upload it straight to our YouTube channel. So people find it more comfortable to watch from YouTube and all of that. Come on, just click the Comrade Show on YouTube. You'll find us there. Subscribe to the channel there if you can. If you want to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Facebook. The reason I ask for you to follow us and click like is because I want to whenever we are on air. If we are on air, we are talking about the progress of Edo State, or we are talking about one national issue or the other that affects us indirectly. And that's the only reason why we are on air. So anytime we are on air, you should be one of those who should know. You get the notification and join us. But one minute I want to matter now. This one was talking about this street light, and I think it's a very relevant project, a relevant cause that we need to, we can investigate and key into. Somebody has already mentioned the ego. The team will look around and see what we can do. I think it's something that that those in diaspora can support to give this street light to a very vast area across the state, not just in Edo South alone, even across Edo North and Edo Central. We'll see some major areas that we can pick. And please, I want to quickly use this medium to announce, if you are watching us in Nigeria, you are from Edo State, we are going to be needing volunteers. Yes, I'm able to say that. I'm not in Nigeria, so whatever we're going to be doing initiated from this stable, we are going to be doing them through our volunteers. So if you are interested to want to be a volunteer, we already have a couple of volunteers already, but I'm sure we need more across the central districts in those states. If you want to be a volunteer, please don't hesitate to inbox us. Let us know you want to be a volunteer. Just type me, I want to be a volunteer. Let us have your number. We'll contact you. We'll discuss with you. And if it's something that works, then we can start a project. You understand what I'm saying now? Understand? A volunteer, you understand what I'm saying now? We are not putting anybody on the payroll. Make any, this thing. But, people who just want to be committed, to spend their spare time to provide some support and all of that. Then we'd like some people to go around and let us know what areas will be most relevant, for a start, for us to have this street light project. I think it's a beautiful project. I'm interested in it. We'll find out about it as much as possible. Hopefully within the next 1 week or two, as the case may be, we'll come back and talk about it, and we'll canvas for support for it. You understand? And so I want to thank you guys, and let's see what we'll do from there. And please, like I said, any ideas that you think that is workable for us to help advance, Edo State, just like this woman just spoke up just now. Please, don't shy away. Because even people talking, they don't know it all. There's some idea you have there that will so why you wake up and actualize it. Well, we have not talked about it, and that idea will go where. At the end of the day, you find out that man, with like next to nothing, we come together. We do a lot for our states. We do a lot. We remove a lot of bonding from the government of Edo State. And all of us will be proud that we are proud. We must own Edo State. If we don't have that spirit of ownership of the state, then we are losing it. And that is part of the bigger picture I keep talking about. So people, thank you very much for staying with us. This is the Comrade Show. My name is Comrade Lamte Oria here, as always. That's not changed. Whenever it does, be sure I'm going to let you know. I'll be with you again sometime soon. As soon as we have something breaking I want to talk about. May God bless you all. May God bless Edo State, and may God bless every Edo indigene in the diaspora. May God bless Nigeria. Walking here.